Have you ever noticed how some moments don't feel random at all? Like something inside you pauses before your mind can explain why. You're scrolling, half distracted, and then suddenly your attention locks in. Not because the words are flashy, but because they feel familiar, almost personal. And the truth is, that feeling usually isn't just a feeling. It's recognition. It's your inner self responding to something it's been quietly craving for a long time. Peace, safety, real love, the kind that doesn't demand you shrink or prove your worth. Because when you've been disappointed enough, you start protecting yourself without even noticing. You tell yourself you're fine alone. You say you're not looking. You act unbothered. But deep down, there's still a part of you that wants to be chosen gently, not chased, not pressured, chosen. And what if the love you've been asking life for isn't delayed, it's being timed? What if it couldn't arrive earlier because you weren't the same person you are now? What if every heartbreak, every lonely night, every lesson you thought was just pain was actually shaping you for the kind of connection that finally feels like home? Welcome to Healing Mind, where we talk about real healing, deep love, and the quiet signs life gives you when something meaningful is coming. Today we're exploring how a love that feels safe, steady, and meant for you may be closer than you think. So like this video and subscribe to Healing Mind for more. You didn't land here randomly. Something in you felt a quiet tug before your brain could put words to it. Your eyes slowed down, your attention softened, and for a second the rest of the world got quieter. That small pause matters more than you think. It's a sign that something inside you recognized what it needed. And right now, in this exact season of your life, you were meant to hear this. Not later, not earlier, but today. Because something is shifting in you, even if you can't fully explain what it is yet. One chapter is gradually ending, and another is getting ready to begin. What's moving toward you carries clarity, comfort, and a steady kind of love that doesn't pressure or demand, it simply understands. Stay with me for a moment and let your guard relax. What you're hearing isn't here to impress you, it's here to meet you where you are. There's a reason you stopped at this exact moment. There's a reason your finger hesitated and your eyes settled here. And there's a reason your heart is already responding in a way you can't quite describe. This isn't just another video in a long scroll. This isn't luck or coincidence. It's like this moment was lined up before your day even started, arranged before you realized you needed these words. Life doesn't place things in front of you for no reason, and the force that brought you here doesn't work by mistake. You were gently guided here by something beyond what your mind currently understands. And what you're about to take in can change how you look at your future, how you understand your heart, and how you allow love to reach you again. Even as you listen, something is forming beyond what you can physically see. Something soft and meaningful is being prepared in the background of your life, in a space that doesn't follow logic but still feels strangely familiar to your soul. Love is coming closer, not the usual kind, not the kind you've had before, not the kind that left you drained, confused, or questioning your worth, not the kind that made you wonder if you were too much or somehow still not enough. This is a different kind of love, the kind that feels like coming home after being lost for a long time. It will feel like warmth after a long stretch of emotional cold that seemed like it would never end. It will make sense of the tears you cried quietly, the ones nobody saw, the ones you swallowed just to keep going. And the surprising part is where it comes from. It may arrive through someone you wouldn't expect, someone younger, with a genuine heart and clear intentions. Someone whose place in your life was written into the story long before either of you knew it. And I know your mind might question it. You might be wondering if this message is really meant for you, or if you just happened to stumble into words that were for someone else. But let me say this in the clearest, gentlest way. This was meant to reach you. You have been seen. Your quiet struggles were not ignored. The times you felt alone, even when people were around you, were noticed. The nights you held back tears, and the mornings you had to pull yourself together just to try again, those moments were known. The smiles you gave while carrying pain underneath them weren't misunderstood. Your desire for something deeper, for a connection that goes beyond surface and touches the truth of who you are, has been heard. And this message is arriving like reassurance that the season of waiting is starting to close, slowly but surely. The love you've hoped for isn't unrealistic. It isn't a fairy tale meant for other people. It isn't only for those who seem luckier or more deserving. It's real, and it's on the way, and it may be closer than you realize. A younger soul will step into your world and love you in a way that gently repairs places inside you that you forgot were still hurting. They won't be scared of your depth. They won't demand you shrink. They will notice the parts you've tried to hide and still choose you. They'll see your scars not as damage, but as proof of what you survived. And instead of judging the broken places, they'll meet them with tenderness, like someone who understands that real love doesn't fear the truth. It honors it. They'll notice your flaws and hold you with the same tenderness they give your strengths. They won't treat your imperfections like problems to solve. They'll simply accept them without hesitation, without making you feel like you have to perform to be loved. They'll look at your history, the parts you've survived and the things you've learned, and instead of backing away, they'll choose to walk beside you. With them, the future you once thought was impossible won't feel out of reach anymore. And I know you might feel cautious about an age difference because of what you've lived through, or because people around you planted the idea that love has to follow certain rules. Maybe you've avoided the thought of loving someone younger because of judgment, fear, or the opinions you didn't want to fight. But what's meant for you doesn't always fit human expectations. Real alignment doesn't follow the limits other people set. When two hearts are truly meant to meet, the number becomes less important than the respect between you, the growth you encourage in each other, the understanding you share, and the quiet way love flows naturally. This person isn't showing up unprepared. They've had their own disappointments, their own doubts, their own late-night questions about whether real love is even real. And through everything they've faced, they've been shaped into someone capable of loving you with depth and steadiness. And you too have been preparing. Every lesson, every heartbreak, every step of healing has been forming you for this connection. None of it was wasted. Every piece of your journey was leading you here. So, if you feel calmer right now, if your chest feels a little lighter, if something gentle is rising inside you like a quiet truth, that isn't random. That's recognition. That's your inner self responding to what it already knows. Consider this an invitation to open again, to step out of constant doubt and into trust, to loosen your grip on fear and make room for hope, to leave what harmed you behind and move toward what is ready to love you well. You belong here. This moment was shaped with you in mind. Your presence matters. Your willingness to receive what's meant for you matters. And if this is your first time with Healing Mind, understand this clearly. You didn't arrive here by accident. This space exists to offer comfort, reflection, and gentle guidance. It's here to remind you that you are not alone, and you never truly have been. As we continue, know these words are given with care. They aren't here to pressure you, they're here to support you. They aren't here to rush you, they're here to steady you. What you're about to hear may change how you see yourself, how you understand love, and how you picture your future. So take a breath, be present, let your heart stay open. There's something important you need to understand about the love that's coming. This younger person isn't arriving to complete you. You're already whole. You're already worthy. You're already enough as you are. This love isn't here to fix you because you aren't broken. It's here to stand beside you, to appreciate you, to grow with you as you keep becoming who you were always meant to be. For a long time, you may have believed you needed someone else to feel complete. You may have chased approval from people who never truly saw you. You may have accepted less than you deserved because you didn't fully understand your value. But that chapter is ending. A new one is opening, and it carries emotional safety, genuine care, and a partnership built on mutual respect. You might be wondering who this person is, when they'll appear, and how you'll recognize them. That curiosity isn't meant to make you anxious. It's meant to help you prepare. They might already be somewhere in your world in a quiet way. Maybe you overlooked them or placed them in a category that felt safe and distant, or maybe you haven't met them yet and they're moving toward you step by step, unaware that their path is slowly lining up with yours. But when they enter your life in the way they're meant to, you'll know. Not through intensity or confusion, but through peace, through a feeling of familiarity that doesn't rush, through a connection that feels steady instead of overwhelming. Trust that timing is working for you. Trust that what's meant for you will arrive when your heart can receive it fully. Stay open and stay gentle with yourself. What's on its way isn't here to shake up your life in a painful way. It's meant to steady you, to add support, not stress. It won't erase who you are or try to remold you into someone else. It will value the person you've already become through everything you've lived. And when this love finally enters your world, it won't feel like a strange new thing dropped into your life. It will feel familiar, like something you've been waiting for without even realizing you were waiting. There will be a moment that doesn't come from logic, but from recognition, a quiet knowing you can't fully explain. Something inside you will whisper, softly but clearly, "This is the one." Even if your mind tries to question it, your heart will already feel the truth. This connection won't feel chaotic or confusing like some of the past. It will feel calm, natural, and deeply right. Not because you'll never face problems, but because the foundation will be solid. Not because everything will be perfect, but because the love underneath it will be real. This younger person will show up with a fresh way of seeing life, and that new perspective will wake up parts of you that have been quiet for a long time. They'll remind you of joy you used to feel, dreams you pushed aside, and passions that slowly dimmed as life demanded responsibility, sacrifice, and survival. Through them, even ordinary days will start to feel meaningful again, and you'll begin to see beauty where you once only saw routine. You'll start believing in possibilities you quietly convinced yourself weren't meant for you anymore. Their energy will bring your spirit back to life, not in a way that drains them, but in a way that creates balance, where both of you become stronger together. And at the same time, everything you've been through will become a gift to them. Your experience carries depth. You've walked through situations they haven't faced yet. You've made mistakes that became lessons. You carry understanding that only time, reflection, and healing can produce. So in this relationship, there's a beautiful harmony, youthful excitement paired with steady wisdom, curiosity mixed with perspective, hope balanced by patience. Together, you'll create something neither of you could have built alone. There's a deeper order to love that unfolds in its own timing, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. What's moving toward you isn't early and it isn't late. It's arriving exactly when you're ready to receive it. Trust that timing, even if you can't see how all the pieces connect yet. The same force that shaped your journey knows when love should step into your life. Many of you have been in relationships that left you emotionally exhausted. You gave more than you got back. You stayed when you should have been protected. You loved deeply and still felt overlooked, unappreciated or taken for granted, like your devotion was ordinary when it was actually rare. Those experiences left marks, and you learned to build walls just to survive. But you're being reminded now that it's safe to lower those walls slowly. This person won't treat your love like something to use and throw away. They'll recognize it for what it is: valuable, meaningful, and sacred. They'll meet your love with respect and return it with the same care and intention. No games, no mixed signals, no emotional guessing. You'll know where you stand, because their actions will line up with their words consistently. Their presence will bring clarity, not anxiety, and that alone will feel like peace you've been craving for a long time. And yes, you might catch yourself worrying about what other people will think. Family reactions, friends' opinions, society's judgment about loving someone younger, those thoughts are normal because we all want to belong and be understood, but your life is yours to live. Your heart is yours to open. Your story is yours to write. Other people's opinions should never carry more weight than your happiness and inner peace. The ones who truly care about you will eventually notice the change. They'll see the light return to your eyes, your laughter come back, your confidence rise, your spirit soften. Even some who doubted at first may understand with time. And if a few never do, you'll have to decide whether honoring your truth matters more than living by expectations that were never meant to guide your life. This relationship won't be without challenges. Differences will show up, and moments will test you. But the difference is that you won't be fighting for basic respect or emotional safety. You'll be working through things with someone who actually wants to understand you, not control you. And that changes everything. Misunderstandings will still happen because they happen in every real relationship. There will be moments where patience is needed and clear communication becomes the bridge that keeps you connected. But those moments won't mean the love is failing. There'll be opportunities to understand each other better, to strengthen trust, and to prove that what you share can hold steady even when life applies pressure. Any meaningful bond requires effort. The difference here is that the effort won't feel draining or one-sided. It will feel intentional, like you're building something that matters. This younger person will stretch you in ways that help you grow, not through criticism, control, or constant correction, but through encouragement and the way they show up. Their presence will quietly push you to take better care of yourself, to revisit goals you abandoned, and to approach life with a spark you thought had faded. And in return, you'll give them something they've been searching for too: stability, reassurance, and emotional safety. You'll become their calm place, their steady anchor, the kind of support that doesn't disappear when things get real. Together, you'll bring out the best in each other, not by forcing change, but by making growth feel natural. This love will also touch wounds you may not even realize are still there. Some of those wounds started early, in childhood moments where you didn't feel seen, in relationships that ended painfully, in seasons of rejection that taught you to guard your heart. Those experiences shaped how you receive affection and how quickly you trust, but this connection will feel different. You'll feel safe enough to open up without fear. You'll speak honestly and still feel held. You'll slowly let go of defenses you no longer need. And that's how real healing happens. Quietly, gently. Not because someone is trying to fix you, but because you finally feel accepted as you are. Through this bond, old fears will loosen. Trust will return little by little. You'll rediscover parts of yourself that got buried under survival, and you'll realize you were never too much. You were simply waiting for a love that knew how to meet you. This is what happens when love is guided by something greater than chance. When two people meet at the right time and their connection becomes a space for transformation. Nothing you went through was pointless. The heartbreak built your strength. The waiting taught you patience. The lonely seasons helped you understand what actually matters. Every experience shaped your ability to recognize this love and value it when it arrives. You're ready to love with awareness now, with gratitude and balance, not desperation. And some of you have been waiting a long time. Maybe it feels like years since you last felt truly desired or deeply seen. Maybe you wondered if love skipped over you, if you missed your chance, if companionship was no longer meant for you. But those thoughts aren't truth. Love doesn't run on deadlines. Connection doesn't have an age limit. If you're alive and still willing to open your heart, love can find you, and it is finding you now. Many of you whispered your hopes in quiet moments, late at night when everything was still. You asked for understanding, for someone who could truly see you, for a love that felt safe and real. Those desires weren't ignored. Every sincere prayer was heard, and the answer is unfolding step by step. This younger person is part of that answer. But receiving love also asks something from you. It asks you to heal what's old so it doesn't poison what's new. It asks you to build self-respect and self-awareness, to release bitterness, to forgive what no longer deserves space in your heart. It asks you to stay open even when fear wants you to close down and protect yourself again. The relationship you're stepping toward will feel deeper than what you've known before. Conversations will flow easily, sometimes lasting hours without feeling heavy. Even silence will feel comfortable, not tense. You'll feel understood without having to explain yourself over and over. You'll feel accepted without having to prove your worth. Joy will return in small daily ways. Laughter will come more naturally. Playfulness will soften the seriousness life placed on your shoulders. You'll try new things, explore new experiences, and see life with renewed curiosity. Their youthful energy will refresh you, not drain you. And at the same time, you'll offer them what they need most: consistency, reliability, and emotional presence. They've been disappointed by people who lacked maturity and follow-through, people who talked big but didn't show up. When they meet you, something in them will settle. They'll recognize that their search is over. Still, not everyone around you will celebrate this love. Some people are more comfortable with the version of you that stayed small, stayed quiet, or stayed alone. When they see you happy, their discomfort may come out as criticism dressed up as concern. Be careful whose voices you allow close. Loud doesn't always mean wise, and opinion doesn't always mean love. Trust what feels true in your heart. This love isn't random. It isn't a mistake. It's the next step of your journey, arriving right when you're ready. Some people project their own fears and insecurities onto others, and some struggle to watch someone receive a blessing they secretly believe should have been theirs. That's why you have to protect your joy on purpose. Guard your heart from draining influences. Nurture your ability to love. Choose carefully who gets access to your spirit. Surround yourself with people who genuinely want you to win, people who celebrate your happiness like it's their own, people who smile when you rise instead of shrinking with envy. Keep close the ones who encourage what makes your soul feel alive, not the ones who try to dim your light because it exposes what they haven't healed. And remember, this younger person will need protection too. Even if they seem confident on the surface, they may be more sensitive than they let anyone see. They may carry old wounds, quiet disappointments, insecurities they rarely speak about. Loving them well means creating a safe space where they don't have to perform, a space where they can admit fear without being judged, a space where vulnerability is met with patience, not criticism, a space where they're free to be real without worrying they'll be rejected for it, and you already have the ability to be that for them. Your life experience has shaped you in powerful ways. It gave you patience that can't be taught, and understanding that only comes from walking through hard seasons and still choosing to stay open. What you've lived through has done something powerful to you. Pain didn't just hurt you, it also softened you in the best way. It widened your ability to understand people, to feel with them, to notice what others miss. That isn't weakness. That's a gift you bring into love. It's a quiet kind of strength that helps a relationship deepen and feel safe. You've learned how to listen without rushing to fix everything. You've learned how to stay present when things get uncomfortable. You've learned how to love with patience instead of panic. Those qualities will matter more than you realize, so make a gentle promise to yourself to protect this love. Guard it from unnecessary doubt, from outside noise, and from old fears that used to keep you safe but don't serve you anymore. And yes, the timing might surprise you. It may not show up when you expect. It may not arrive the way you pictured it in your mind. But there's a bigger picture working behind the scenes, one that sees beyond what you can see right now. Even when you feel impatient, trust the timing. Trust that when this person steps into your life, you'll understand why it couldn't have happened sooner. Every season you thought was just waiting was actually preparation. You were being shaped into someone ready to receive what's coming. But while you're still in that space, keep living. Don't pause your life. Don't put your dreams on a shelf. Keep doing what brings you joy. Stay connected to your friendships. Take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. Love is naturally drawn to people who are alive on the inside. People with direction. People who aren't waiting to be rescued, but are already engaged with their own growth. When you live with intention, when you carry yourself with confidence and peace, you become magnetic without even trying. This younger person will notice that light in you. They'll sense something different, something steady and rare. They'll be drawn to your energy, your wisdom, the way you see life. And what starts as attraction won't stay shallow for long. It will deepen into something real because they'll want to know you fully, your story, your thoughts, your dreams, what shaped you. They'll want to be part of your world, and you'll feel that pull toward them too. Even with the age difference, you'll recognize something familiar in their spirit. You'll start to realize that age is just a number when the connection runs deeper than surface. And you may even look back and understand that what you once thought you wanted in a partner wasn't what you truly needed. What you needed was someone who could love you openly, without conditions, without holding back. That's the kind of love this person will bring. And when you meet someone who feels meant for you, it's a blessing that deserves gratitude and care. Still, some of you may question if you deserve love like this. Old voices may whisper that you're too flawed, too hurt, too late in life to be loved deeply. So as you take all of this in, let it land gently. The love meant for you isn't here to confuse you, drain you, or make you feel like you have to earn basic care. It's coming to support you, to meet you with respect, and to grow with you in a way that feels calm and real. Your past wasn't pointless. Every lesson shaped you. Every heartbreak strengthened you, and every season of waiting prepared your heart to recognize what's healthy when it arrives. You don't have to rush the timing or force the outcome. Just keep living, keep healing, and keep choosing yourself, because love is drawn to people who are alive inside. And when this connection enters your life, you'll feel it in the peace, the consistency, and the way your nervous system finally relaxes. You won't be guessing where you stand. You won't be shrinking to be chosen. You'll be seen, valued, and loved in a way that feels like coming home. Stay open, stay grounded, and trust that what's meant for you will meet you at the right time when you're ready to receive it fully. If this spoke to your heart, like the video, subscribe to Healing Mind, and comment aligned so I know you're ready to receive the love meant for you.